Hey guys, Breakdown here with my first ever video regarding Space Marine 2. Let's get right to the chase. And Space Marine 2 is, I think, yeah, like a week and a half away. And trust me, I've been binge watching a lot of gameplay videos. Just try to avoid spoilers and everything. Keep myself away from the any kind of leaked media regarding the game. I just want to get into it fresh and innocent as possible. But let's go directly to the topic, which is regarding DLC for Space Marine 2. I know not everyone loves DLC, but we already know that we're gonna get it, even though it's just cosmetics. But the fact that we're not getting it in the base game seems kind of stupid to me, at least. But hey, that's beside the point. But here are my predictions, at least for the first year of Space Marine 2. Number one, more cosmetic DLC, obviously. Like the Ultramarine Champions pack and the Macrack's Chosen DLC, my prediction is that we're periodically gonna get more individual packs with specific chapter customizations. For example, I'm a Space Wolf player, and the lack of wolf pelts or even fang necklaces and shit, it's kind of disappointing to me at the time. Same for the salamanders. I have a friend that plays salamanders, and I showed him the gameplay of I think it's GameRiot. I can't remember exactly, but he told me like, wait, aren't the salamanders have like a black skin, like charcoal black skin? And I was like, oh shit, you're right. And in the gameplay, it shows like a regular white guy wearing fucking salamander armor. But yeah, like no flaming torches on the power packs, dragon pels or whatever they use to cover the crotches. Hell, even the big helmets for the Raven Guard. But why is that not an option? They have a gold mine in their hands. I just hope they don't just overdo it. Just give us some like expensive ass like $25 for just a color, just one trinket or recolor of an ultramarine armor set. If they're gonna charge for cosmetics, they just better do it right. Like, give us some specific chapter customizations. Now, number two, more character customization. Like I said, I've been seeing a lot of videos where they try and customize the hair of their space marines, like their hair and face, and I don't know if that's on the base game. If it's not, then that would be pretty fucking disappointing. I think that if it's not at launch, they're gonna add it in like maybe 1 or 2 months because I mean, like I said, I'm a Space Wolf player. I want to see like a redhead mohawk, long beard, braided hair and shit, or the white scar with, like I said, the top knot, and maybe I can finally work on my Alfarius cosplay, if you know what I mean. Now, number three, chaos operations. I with this is kind of a far-fetched thing. I'm just high on hopium right now with this thing. Uh I saw on a video, I don't remember exactly who it was, but they were talking about a game mode where we play as Chaos Space Marines, sabotaging the Ultramarines and killing the Imperial Guard, and eventually fighting the Ultramarines as the Death Guard, World Leaders, or any Chaos chapters. Also, I would love to see more Chaos customization. I think I saw on mm, Balark's, yeah, Chapter Master Balark, a video where he was talking about the Night Lord's customization. He showed an image where they were showing the customization of the Night Lords, and I think, well, he beat me to it, but that's actually what I was expecting. Like more customization for the Chaos Marines. I mean, I want to play as a sleeveless World Eater, or just have a fucking tentacle coming out of my face as playing as a Death Guard, or just have my face covered in tattoos like a Ward Bearer. I mean, that will be that's a lot in the pack. There, we have a lot of options. Just cover myself in dust and play as 1,000 Suns. That would actually be pretty fucking cool. I just hope again they don't hide it behind a paywall. I hope that at least the basics and more extravagant shit will be behind the paywall. With today's gaming, because you can say culture, of course the cool shit will be behind the paywall. I just hope they don't have all the cool shit behind the paywall. Now, number four, more endless war game modes. I've seen some fan art made of a Battlefront style game in the Warhammer 40k universe, and honestly, pretty much you can play as um, Imperial Guard versus Chaos Cultist in just pretty much a Battlefront game, like the latest Battlefront game made from Dice. You can play as Imperial Guard versus Chaos Cultist, and eventually just like capture points. Make it like a Battlefront meets Battlefield with the game modes. Oh, and then eventually you can play as as a Space Marine. You can shoot your own Space Marine depending on the map, and then eventually we'll just the cultists pushing, the Imperial Guard defending, and then eventually the Chaos Marines arrive, and then the Space Marines arrive, and then you evolve into like 6v6 game mode that is just like domination or team deathmatch just with Space Marines and Chaos Space Marines, and I think that would actually be pretty fucking cool. Or make like an asymmetrical mode when where you play as the Imperial Guard, well, Space Marines versus the Chaos Space Marines versus the Tyranids, and you have to capture some specific points, and then you're fighting. I don't know, just like a random event. You're fighting the Chaos Space Marines as the Space Marines, and then a fucking Carnifex just comes running towards you, and you have to choose either you keep fighting the Chaos Space Marines, or just focus the Carnifex. And finally, number five, more factions. I mean, that is again high on hopium here, really fucking high on hopium. But I think we can maybe in the future. I mean, if we can maybe get some orcs, Necrons, Eldar, Leaks of Botan, maybe like a campaign DLC where, of course, you play as the Space Marines, maybe again fighting against the orcs, maybe the Necrons in a Pariah Nexus inspired campaign, maybe I don't know, maybe some DLC that adds factions to multiplayer, or like a 3v3v3v3 mode where you have Loyalist Marines against Chaos Marines, against Orcs, and against Necrons. Just imagine. Or maybe we can get more types of units for the multiplayer. Like we already have fucking dreadnoughts in the game. We can maybe get a bigger map where if you gather enough points or capture enough objectives, you can maybe unlock a dreadnought and call it not like as a kill streak, but as a support. Maybe have AI control the dreadnought, or you control the dreadnought, or maybe I don't know, summon at least you can change into one Terminator unit. I would fucking love to play as a Terminator after the fucking disappointment that it was Deathwing. Holy shit, we bought that game playing like 2 times. We were so disappointed. But yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure I have a lot of more things on the top of my head that I just can't put into words right now. But I think we can get a pretty fucking good game if I don't want to say that it will be exactly as I'm saying. I just hope they just don't leave the game to die in the first 2 years and keep making more games. I would rather have the same game supported throughout a lot of years. Not in the Halo Infinite way, but in the Rainbow Six Siege way, or maybe like a League of Legends way, but not just focusing on monetizing and DLC and shit. I would rather have them just focus on making the game fun and actually listening to players, which Games Workshop doesn't have the greatest reputation on doing that. But hey, I'm still buying their overpriced plastic for a game that I haven't even played once in 2 years. Yes, I just finished my Space Wolf army like yesterday. I just bought my final pack of Fenrisian Wolves. I have painted maybe half of it, half of my army. I've been buying shit since December 2022, and I haven't played a single game of 40k. I have played 5 games of Kill Team. My record is 1, 2, and 2. I've won one, lost two against orcs, played one against Imperial Guard veterans. We tied, and then played again against orcs, and we tied again in the same day. That was a bit of a doozy. My back was hurting a lot, but yeah, I think maybe I would make a part two. Probably if I can get more things on the top of my head to come out of my mouth and project them into words, which is, trust me, harder said than done. So, yeah, I think that would be it for me. I'm gonna work on more things regarding Space Marine 2, maybe streaming, painting streaming, paint stream. I just need to buy a webcam. Uh, gameplay streaming, of course, and maybe, I don't know, funny moments with my friends on Space Marine 2. Of course, I will be rocking the Fenrisian Gray, and maybe a little bit darker. My Space Wolves are a bit darker. But yeah, that's it for me, guys. Thank you, and I hope you can come back again. See you.